Hi there, I'm Neko, a game designer and VTuber, and I'm currently working on a coffee making game. Some big news, let's get out of the way first. I finally settled on a name. We're going to be calling it Full Moon Guildhouse Simulator. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but I feel like FMG Sim might be a good way to shorten it. The next big thing is that the Steam page is being worked on. It's not fully out yet. You won't be able to access the page yet. I'll be using this for playtesting and stuff. I'll be uploading builds there and everything, but everything is kind of like there and it's like physical, and it's cool. It's fun. I like it a lot. Now, with that out of the way, let's go talk about some of the big changes we had for this week. Now with that out of the way, let's go talk about some of the changes, and we have quite a bit. A big thing I talked about in the last devlog was how the receipt system covered a lot of the screen. It was this massive chunk of text on the side of the screen, and it was kind of on top of everything, and it felt bad. It was really clunky. Since things felt clunky and kind of hard to use, I thought it was a good idea to change it. I talked about it last time, but I went with the receipt on cup system. This meant we had to do a couple of things. Number one, we had to disconnect a lot of the current systems that are in the game, so we had to do that. Scream a little bit, just, you know. Number three, we had to adjust the scripts to fit the current system. Number four, we cried a little bit. Number five, we had to then create all the new systems and implement them. Number six, we threw up. And then number seven, we went and test. I joke about how bad this was, but it honestly wasn't super bad. Since I set everything up to be fairly modular, it took really about 4-ish hours of time to fix everything and try it all out. Right now, I actually really like this system. It feels a lot more natural and it feels a lot better. You can pick up cups and bring it closer to the camera, letting you read the drink name and also see what your progress is on the drink. You can see like kind of the contents of the cup, which is like super good. It feels a lot more natural and a lot easier for the player to manage and also understand. If you notice it too, I also added a small camera tilt to make it have a bit more depth in the space. I really had this on previous projects and I really liked it, so I decided to add it in for this one. It's something that I kind of emphasize a lot in these devlogs, but ideas will be changing constantly, so it's always really good to test things. If you ever think about making games, the one thing I want you to know is that your ideas will be fluid. Like, nothing will stay the same. Everything will kind of just change over time. The next big thing we had to work on was a framework for the minigames. Having a framework for all these minigames helps me standardize systems and also helps ease the brain a little bit when I'm thinking about all these things, so everything's kind of simple. It's super easy to work with. We made a little Google Doc, but here's what I settled on. I settled on 3 types of different minigames. We have timer-based minigames, so these are more focused on making a player multitask or kind of manage the order of the tasks that they have to do. There's accuracy-based minigames. These are more focused on slowing a player down to perform a task and to perform it accurately. Selection-based minigames, so these are more focused on presenting a player with options and they have to select the correct ones. These are all very abstracted versions of tasks that you would do while you were like making drinks. This is a lot of things that I used to do when I was a barista, but obviously they weren't minigames, this was like a job. The idea was to abstract them and then make this framework around them. Once the framework was created, I can go in later down the line and make a little bit more detailed minigames out of these. But after all of that was out of the way, I went into the engine and it was honestly super easy to make. All I had to do was create this main class of minigames and then branch those out into smaller classes. And it's very simple and it was kind of a straightforward thing to implement. All I had to do was create a main class and then branch those out into smaller classes. The code is a bit messy, but after finishing it, you can kind of see that all these minigames work. I skipped out on selection-based minigames because we don't really need them right now, but all of them work slightly as intended. And then really the last thing I needed to make this game functional and actually playable is to hook it all together. If you notice, we've been working all these systems like separately in order to test them. And if I really wanted to test them, I had to do it by hand. You see, when I was working on all these separate systems and in order to test them, I had to do all of this by hand. If I needed to generate a customer, I had to do that and then, you know, put it in by hand. I have to drag the thing into the script in the inspector. The receipts were kind of all over the place too. I didn't know what to do with them at the start, so we had like 5 different systems on how to do it. I also had to drag the receipt from the inspector into certain scripts. The stations also didn't have mini games, and they were just like simple buttons that weren't super functional. Ultimately, these were separate systems that weren't really strung together. But to finally make it playable, I just had to automate everything and put them together. So, of course, that's what I did. It took a little bit of time, but here it is. The game is like actually playable. Add the code, a way to create customers periodically so that they can show up and then disappear when they get their orders. And it's a little finicky right now, but they do disappear when they take their cup. You can do the entire process now where someone can go up to you, you can take their order, and then you would go take the cup, make the drink, and then you can serve them the drink, and you get a rating based on it. You can kind of notice on the top too, we have like a little score counter now, and we also have like an amount of mistakes that you can make. So if you hit a rating lower than a certain threshold, you will just get docked points. So, and you will lose, and there's the lose state now. So if you lose, you lose. So this month has been a little bit stressful, to say the least. It's nothing really bad. I've had a really good time this month. I've just been spending a lot of time with family and friends. I've been working on a lot of things, so having people to hang out with and taking a step back from work has been like actually really nice. It's just good to remember that your life isn't work and that there are a lot of people who care about you. This is kind of why the progress on the game has been a little bit slow recently, because I've been spending a lot of time with my family and my friends, and also my birthday is now actually like on like release of this video. My birthday will be it's my birthday actually, December 23rd. So today is my birthday. If you are watching this on the 23rd, I will probably be live on stream for like 12 hours straight. If you want to go check it out, go to twitch.tv/Neko28. It's all there. We'll be playing a bunch of games. I'm not doing any work. It's my birthday. I'm gonna relax. But hopefully by the time next year rolls around, we'll be able to kind of like sink back into the little productivity thing that I had going on. So big update this time. We did miss a lot because I didn't make a video like 2 weeks ago. I was super busy with a lot of things. We published a different video. If you want to go check that one out, we did Hear Me Out Cake. It's vertical, so it's a little awkward to watch on YouTube. But as always, I am streaming on Monday and Tuesday, 3 p.m. PST for game dev streams. I'll be working on those days, typically. Sometimes we can change it up. And Friday and Saturday on 7 p.m. PST for some variety stuff. I don't know what game to play recently. I got into Balatro, so maybe we'll play Balatro. Fucking Balatro is taking over my fucking life. But yeah, it's been really busy. So, you know, I hope you're having fun and, you know, having a wonderful holiday season if you do celebrate it. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. Comment, you know, what you want to see in this game too. If you guys have like any specific drinks that you guys want me to put in, I'll be working on that pretty soon. So please, I need help. I need suggestions. Fucking give me your favorite fucking drinks, man. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's it. I don't remember how long the end credit video thing. I think it's like 30 seconds. I do this like way too late. Go check out stream. What are you doing? Literally, like, go and check out stream. If it's December 23rd, go to twitch.tv/Neko28. The video is gonna end now, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking end it.